Okay, we're good.
Okay. All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Trish, and I'm going to be running this call with Sarah tonight. So just to give you a little background, you guys, I am the last person on the face of the earth that should ever be running any sort of wellness call, because before yesterday, I knew nothing about any of these products, okay? The most I do is put collagen in my coffee in the morning. But as far as greens go, energy boosters, things like that, I have never been one to want to invest in doing this for my body. And after doing some research, and I'm so thankful to this company for promoting this and putting together this package, I realized what a loss I have been had in my life. And I'm really excited to try these products. So 2 days ago, I started really researching because I wanted to, just like with hair care and with skincare, I really wanted to be confident when I'm talking about this stuff and when I'm standing behind this stuff and promoting this stuff. And if I don't know about it or what this is all about, I am not going to be confident when I'm sharing. And so I decided, to really dive deep, look at all the ingredients, look at what all of these different things help to promote, and then wanted to share it with you. If you were able to get on Lauren's call and watch her presentation, you are ahead of the game. She had so much great knowledge. I used a lot of what she talked about in this, but we are so lucky to have Sarah Zimmerman on this call to really help us understand not only go even deeper into why some of these products do what they do and promote what they promote, but to compare them with our biggest competition out there on the market right now, which is Arbonne. Sarah has been using the Arbonne products for years. She knows the Arbonne products like the back of her hand. She's already talked to her homeopathic doctor about our products, and we're really excited and happy to report a lot of really awesome information about these products. So just like Manit said, this system helps to complete the well-rounded beauty routine because healthy hair, skin, and bodies start from inside of the body. So I want to get started with talking about the wellness quiz. So we send out an extensive hair care quiz and a skincare quiz, and we're going to do this with wellness as well. So we are going to be asking these questions that you see on your screen right now. What do you need help with? Put a check mark next to all that apply. And somebody might have every single one of these things with a check mark next to them, okay? So we can build the best wellness package for them. I also want to know what allergies they may have. And that's because some of the ingredients may cause a reaction. And so we need to know that before recommending. If you don't get a picture of this right now, that's totally fine. I'm going to send this along to all of the leaders who are then going to pass it along to all of you. Okay, so once they take that quiz, in your back office, you have this resource guide for you that is going to explain to you what you would recommend for each of those components. So you would go in your back office under resources. This is where I have gathered all of this information from. Resource library. And then you can type in the search engine wellness. And then all of these different documents are going to come up, and you can click on any of those documents and get any of the info sheets there. This is one of the info sheets in the back office. So just to give you an example, if somebody is complaining about, digestive support, then you can look at this grid here and you can find that cleansing support and see that we would recommend the Total Greens to them, okay? If somebody is complaining about, their gut health, their digestive support, and maybe their energy, you can still look at this grid and put together the right package for them. You can also send it over to your leaders who are really researching these products to be able to build the right recommendations. It's pretty straightforward, but just to give you a little bit of more confidence in this. That's why I want you guys to be able to go to this and see this, print it out if you need to, take a picture of it, keep it on your phone, and then you'll have this to kind of go back and forth with. Okay. Sarah, before I get started, is there anything you want to say before we get started with each product?
I just want to say hi, first of all, and thank you so much for inviting me to help you with this. So I am by no means a certified expert whatsoever, but I have done a lot of my own research through my own health issues the last decade that I feel confident in being able to explain in layman's terms, like how these things work and why I think these products for money are going to work so well for our customers, as well as the differences with the Arbonne ones, and keeping that really positive. Like there's a lot of things on the market from a lot of different companies, whether they're multi-level marketing companies or other health food companies, all of that. We want to just highlight why ours will work for our customers. And if they have questions, if they've been using something else, maybe we can answer it. We may have to say, you know, just that they use different ingredients sometimes for, you know, a handful of reasons. But our researchers have done their job. They have extensively done their job. And these products definitely hold up to everything else on the market. And I know once we start using them, we're going to see what a difference they do make. So I'm really excited to actually start using them. But I wanted to caveat that with, guys, I don't know everything. I'm not an expert. I'm not pretending to be. I just have talked to a lot of doctors and done a lot of research. So I hope that I'm able to help you guys understand how these products work and why they're a little different and why people will want to use them.
Thank you, Sarah. Okay. So we're going to start out with the collagen key. Okay, so what is the collagen? I'm kind of going to stick with this format. What is the collagen key recommended for? Okay, so it's to promote healthy aging, promote health of skin, hair, and nail health. Okay, I'm going to just move you guys. So this has already been out there, and I hope I'm reiterating this, that you've heard this a time or two already before I'm about to say this. I'm going to beat this into your head because I think it's very important that we remain using the right language with this. But we are a vegan company, you guys. So this product is not a collagen powder that comes from animals like many that you can buy on the store, in the stores, okay? Instead, this is a product that is a vegan source amino acids to support our collagen production. Before yesterday, I had no idea that our body produced collagen. I did not know that, okay? So I learned that 2 days ago. It's amazing what you can learn just by reading a few info sheets. But our bodies naturally produce collagen, and as our bodies age, our collagen production decreases. This product is a booster, which provides us with an opportunity to build up on our own production. So I think of this similar to our skincare, right? So as our cellular turnover decreases, our skincare is developed and designed to help stimulate that production and reproduce that cellular turnover. So very similar in that regard. The serving size per container is 30. The flavor is a peach berry flavor. The calories are 10, and there are 3 grams of carbohydrates here. Okay, I'm gonna let Sarah go a little bit deeper into some information about this collagen.
Okay. So Mani did something really cool where they have their own amino acid blend of 4 different amino acids. And that is what is going to make us different, because there are a lot of collagen support products on the market. There's a lot of animal product collagens on the market. So specifically, Arbonne does have a vegan collagen builder, but theirs is a little different. They use different ingredients. They have more of some, like they have more biotin than we do, but we have more vitamins than they do. So there's a lot of reasons for that. We all need those vitamins. And what's really standing out different to me is our amino acid blend that we've created. So if someone asks you that question, just explain to them that we have a proprietary blend of 4 amino acids, that is what we are, that sets us apart from anyone else on the market. And honestly, I think this flavor is gonna taste better, not gonna lie. So I think that you just have to be super careful because like Trish said, when it's vegan, it is not collagen. And we just have to be super careful with the way that we present ourselves in conversation and on social media, making sure that we don't say that it is collagen, because it's not. It just helps our bodies build and create the collagen within us. Because I think I read that age 20, we stop making collagen, like it slows down. So pretty much everyone is gonna want this.
Exactly. Yes, it is age 20. Crazy. I'm like so far away from that. Okay. And if you want more specific information, again, in that resource library, you can find exactly what that amino acid blend is on that info sheet of the Collagen Key. Okay. Next, we have our Mane Energy. Okay, so this is recommended to help promote focus, productivity, energy support, stress, and mood. What is important about this is that adaptogenic blend, which helps promote balance and focus as well as energy. That's huge. You're not just going to get an energy boost from this, but you're going to have like a better focus. If you ever feel kind of like cloudy, so to speak, this is going to lift that cloudiness for you and give you that focus and balance that I know I crave, because a lot of times I'll wake up and I'll feel kind of cloudy. There are 50 milligrams of caffeine provided by green coffee bean extract. That's a fraction of what we get from a cup of coffee. So there is going to be no crash and no jitters from this particular energy supplement. A lot of people have been asking, can you use this as a pre-workout drink? Yes, you can use this as a pre-workout drink. You can use this however you want to use this, but you should not market it as a pre-workout drink. And that's the reason for that is because Mane did not put this out as a pre-workout drink, okay? So we need to stick with the language that they've been using so we can be consistent. You can use it how you want to and explain to your following that you're using it before you're working out and what it's doing for you for your workouts. That's completely fine, but you don't want to market it as Mane Energy Great pre-workout drink. The flavor is a berry blast. You get 30 packets per container. There are 15 calories and 5 grams of carbohydrates. Okay, I wanted to go over one thing here before we move on. There's ashwagandha in this, okay? I want to say 2 things about ashwagandha. So if anybody is on any medications, they do need to consult a doctor before they take anything else, right? We know that that is like something that your doctor will always say, or a lot of different things say on them, consult with a doctor. Ashwagandha can decrease effectiveness of medication to suppress the immune system. So you have to, and I'm not sure about amounts and things like that, but make sure that people know to consult a doctor before they would take something if they're on any specific medication. We might want to add that to our quiz. I give my kids ashwagandha in the morning. I give it to them because not only does it help provide stress relief, but for my kids, it helps decrease anxiety. So I give it to them before school. So I loved when I saw that this was inside of this energy drink, because I will be taking this and I could use that anti-anxiety ashwagandha. So that's something I wanted to touch upon. Okay, and I think that was all I had for that one. Oh, this can get clumpy. So when you do put it into water, I think the recommendation is that you put it into 8 to 12 fluid ounces of water twice daily. and shake it up. You might want to get one of those milk frothers to stir it up pretty well because it can get clumpy. So just know that that is typical of the product. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna jump in really quick.
Okay.
There was something in the chat. So when Trish, when you were talking about the ashwagandha, someone asked if it would help high blood pressure. So we can't say for certain that it'll help anything. Like we can't, but what ashwagandha will do, the herb provides stress relief by, and I'm reading this verbatim from the document that's on money.com, or you know what the website is. This herb provides stress relief by supporting the adrenal glands to release normal levels of stress, the stress hormone cortisol. So some of us, me included, have cortisol deficiencies, which means we run more on adrenaline, and that can be bad. That can heighten anxiety, that can heighten high blood pressure, that can heighten a lot of things in your body depending on how it affects your particular body with a lack of cortisol. So with that, having this ashwagandha, it's going to help kind of even you out. It may not do the job completely depending on how far off you are. So we can't say like, it'll cure it and you'll get off your high blood pressure medicine. But what we can say is by taking this, you are less likely to have that all over the place feeling that some people have when they have a cup of coffee and they are just like, oh my God, I have to go everywhere, and they feel like a ping pong ball. And that's because now you've just introduced so much more adrenaline and your cortisol cannot keep up and your brain is going and going and going. So that's what it's gonna help. I don't know if that still doesn't make sense to anyone, please let me know. I will try to explain it differently, but that's the best way that we can explain it, is it's going to even you out and help with your natural cortisol stressor levels that are in your body. And that's actually something really interesting to research, just for your own sake.
So just to piggyback off that, I'm looking at the How to Share Money Wellness. And I think what we have to focus or remind ourselves each time we're sharing something about this is you can talk about your experience, right? So if this does this for you, if you feel less anxious, you can say, I feel less anxious from taking this money energy, from using this money energy. But you wouldn't be able to say, by taking money energy, you'll never feel anxious again. Okay, so you have to make sure you're using the I've experienced, I'm feeling kind of terminology so that you're not making false claims. Okay, I hope that helps with that.
Yeah, definitely. And what's really interesting about this energy versus other things that are on the market is because we kind of caveated this whole presentation with like, we're going to compare it to a lot of Arbonne's products. Arbonne has their fizz sticks, which are energy. They have B6, B12, guarana, green tea. Those are their main products that give the energy that people are looking for. But we don't have B6 listed in ours. We have B12. B12 specifically will go into your cells and give your cells energy, which then gives your body the normal fuel that it needs. So it's a vitamin. It's not like eating sugar and then all of a sudden you have all this energy. It's different, but it's a longer lasting, and that's why with the lower amount of caffeine and the way that they deliver the B12, we're actually getting that longer lasting, sustainable energy. And with the adaptogenic blend that we have in ours, it's going to give our brain clarity and focus and slow things down and say, okay, like we're just going to even things out and calm all the stressors that might be heightened so that we can focus on our task, whether it be the to-do list or the workout or the afternoon slump where we just need to get a few more things done. That's what it's going to help. Arbonne's is different because they have two products that would make up our one product. So they have a different product to help your mind focus. So when someone asks you to compare, explain that ours does both with one, with basically what they're saying, you know, Trish, does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
So you would need 2 products to get the benefits of our 1 product.
Right. And I don't believe they use the adaptogenic blend, specifically not ours for sure, but they use other vitamins to get that same clarity. So ours is very different. It seems like the same, but it's very, very different, which is nice because we want to set ourselves.
Friday, you have to start on Mondays and you can make your week. You want on Friday, you
Okay. We ready to move on?
Yeah, I'm good. But let's check the
Go ahead.
chat.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Just want to make sure if you guys do have any questions, I am trying to watch the chat. So
Thank you. Okay. All right. So here we have our total greens. I'm super excited about this. It's going to be a first for me. And I plan to do something, maybe go live or something while I'm trying it, because I'm hoping I'm going to be blown away by the flavor and I'm going to love it. So what is it recommended for? Cleansing and digestive support, immune support, positive mood, gut health, and glowing skin. What is important to know about this? It's a proprietary blend of 37 fruits and vegetables. It promotes a healthy gut, which can attribute to healthy skin. It's sweetened with stevia, and it's got 4 grams of oat fiber to aid in daily fiber intake. And I know Sarah knows a little bit more about that, so she's going to go into that a little bit more in detail for us. But I wanted to also let you know that there are servings per container, 30 again. The flavor is a berry green. It's 20 calories, 4 grams of dietary fiber. There's 20 milligrams of sodium and 8 grams of carbs. And I'm not surprised by that 8 grams of carbs because vegetables and fruit do have a higher carb count. So that doesn't shock me at all. Okay, so Sarah, take it away.
yeah, carbs are a good thing. We definitely want the good carbs. So the oat fiber specifically, when you juice a vegetable or a fruit, the pulp that's left behind is the fiber from that vegetable or fruit. So we lose that a little bit when we're drinking just the juice or it ends up being a powder. We lose that. So them adding the oat fiber breaks down really easily. It's very digestible. It doesn't cause like a lot of allergy. You know, people really aren't allergic to like oat or anything. It's gluten-free. That's a really good fiber substitute when you want to put that fiber back in. So we're making sure that even though we're getting those fruits and vegetables, we're still getting an adequate amount of fiber along with it. That also helps it digest properly, which is definitely what we want. So that's huge. And I love that ours is flavored with or sweetened with stevia. The Arbonne greens is sweetened with stevia and organic cane sugar. So that's important to note that we don't have cane sugar. Added white sugar is not something that we have in our, it's also not something that we have in our energy, which is fantastic because, you know, that just kind of throws the whole thing off in my opinion. Like the less sugar, added sugar that we can have, the better off we are. So my personal experience with the Arbonne greens is it tasted really bad. I didn't like it. I had to mix it with something. I couldn't drink it straight. So I'm really excited because I've seen so many SEDs already posting that they're drinking it straight in the water. And I'm like, yes, finally a greens. And I know a lot of people either already experience this or have clients who will have experienced this and been like, oh my God, I hate the greens. It always tastes like dirt. So hopefully we can wow them with this flavor. I'm so excited to try it. And yeah, oh, and our calories are less by a little bit, like 5 calories less. So, but our sodium is, hold on, I have the chat over. Yeah, our sodium is 25 milligrams less than the Arbonne one. So that's good. We want to make sure that like what we're putting in our bodies isn't going to cause like added reactions in other places and stuff. So Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, greens are greens, vegetables and fruits are vegetables and fruits, right? Like we should have them. And this is also, like Trish was saying, we can't say that this is a replacement. So we can't show like, you know, oh, I don't need to eat my fruits and vegetables because I had this drink. Like that's not what we want to say. We want to say that like I'm running around and I'm getting all of my fruits and vegetables today, even though I'm super busy. Like that's a great way to explain it. But yeah, I think that's all I have for that.
Yeah, that was awesome. Thank you. I do want to note there are a couple of questions about the barley grass and the wheat grass in the ingredients, but those are gluten free. So if anybody was looking at that and they're gluten free and they see wheat, it is gluten free. And I think that was all I had for you on that one. Okay. Whoops, sorry guys. Okay, so Armani Balance. I know Sarah's super excited about this one. Okay, so what is this recommended for? Well, first let me say it's a dual layer of pre and probiotic complex, okay? It's recommended for gut health, digestive health, immune support, and again, healthy skin. What is important to know about this is that we have good and bad bacteria in our bodies, and we need the good bacteria to be more than the bad bacteria, which is what this will help deliver and promote. It is long lasting, so lasts for up to 24 hours when you take this. The slow release of this pill allows for it to travel to your GI tract before fully releasing, which is where we want that good and bad bacteria to be fighting the most, okay? This pill size looks big. It looks like it is a really large pill, but it is an average, if not smaller sized pill. It requires 0 refrigeration. It has a shelf life of 2 years, which I'm gonna let Sarah talk more about. And there are 5 billion CFUs in this pill. There are 2 layers, okay? So the outer layer, which is the prebiotic, which is a liquid, is holding the inner capsule, the probiotic. So the prebiotic feeds the probiotic to keep it alive. This makes its shelf life sustainable, so it does not have to be refrigerated. The one rule about this is there's no drinking a hot beverage within 1 hour of taking this. Don't break it apart and put it into your drink, a smoothie or anything like that, because that's not how it was designed to be used. And it's like I said, Sarah's gonna go into a little bit more detail about this, but I just wanted to let you know there are 30 pills in the bottle there, so it'll be a 30-day supply.
So the shelf life, the reason that it is shelf life sustainable is because it's fully encapsulated. So there's a lot of different variations to how probiotics, pre and probiotics work, the things that are on the market. You can go to health food stores, you can go to different companies. Arbonne has a powder form. It's like a little packet and you pour that in water, you mix it up. I don't love that one because it requires like mixing and it clumps all the time and I never feel like I get all of it into my system. And I'm always afraid that I'm gonna put it into warm of water, or if I put it in my smoothie, then like it kills it. Because what happens is if a probiotic gets warmed up, it actually will die before it gets to where you want it to go. So if you put it in a blender, even the blender speed, especially in like a Vitamix, can heat it up way too much and it just kills it. That's why it's really better to just take it as the pill. They would have made it differently if they wanted us to take it differently. I know there are instances where people will break open like a full powder probiotic and put it in water and drink that. But this isn't really designed that way because the prebiotic feeds the probiotic until it gets in your system. And once it's there, it goes to work breaking down and fighting to keep the good bacteria on the higher level than the bad bacteria. Because we have both good and bad bacteria in our stomachs, in our GI tracts. That's normal. We actually have about 1 trillion bacteria in our system. So having 5 billion colony forming units is great. That's like a normal, you're a, you know, healthy person who eats vegetables and fruits, but like just wants to make sure that their gut stays more good than bad on a daily basis. And that's why you'd want to be taking this. Right now, because I have a lot of gut issues going on, I asked my doctor, because I didn't even know. He put me on a probiotic a year ago, and I was like, okay. And I've tried so many, and most of them didn't work, and I didn't understand what the difference was. I asked him, and he said, yours is 25 billion. And I said, oh, okay. But I have a lot of other issues going on. So for our general, like, clientele, this 5 billion is going to be perfect to keep their gut moving. It's going to make sure that everything is healthy in there, and that's going to promote healthy in every other organ, all sorts of that stuff. Like, it keeps your body working. Your gut is attached to basically every part of your body. And so if that is off, something else is probably off too. Like, you might be breaking out more, you might be having more anxiety, you might, like, there's a million different things. And if you're interested, research it, because it's really, really interesting. So that's why we really want to focus on treating this like the little wonder that it is, and just take it the way they asked us to, and enjoy the benefits of having like a healthy gut. But we can't say this will cure gas, bloating, anxiety, anything like that. We can just say that, you know, if you're not taking a probiotic, it's a really healthy thing to be doing, because almost none of us get enough vegetables. And that was the interesting thing. So I did learn that, so Casey, to answer your question really quick. So if you take it, wait an hour. Just like, you don't have to do 2 hours. Like, you can just wait an hour. So, but I mean, I probably wouldn't drink my hot coffee, then immediately put it in my stomach. I might like take this and then do some stuff and then drink my coffee. You know, an hour is like pushing it. You could probably get away with like 30 to 45 minutes if you really needed your coffee. And you can definitely take it at night. I don't see why not. It's just more of getting it in your system one time a day. It's not. So the prebiotic feeds the probiotic, and prebiotic is something that we don't technically need. And this is sort of a new addition to probiotics in the last, I don't know, 5 to 10 years. The companies have started creating a pre and probiotic. The prebiotic is really just what will feed the probiotic enzymes, and you can get that just by eating enough fruits and vegetables. Like, it's really just what you're ingesting. But if you're eating a lot of fatty foods and a lot of like trans fats and fast foods and other things, you're not going to be getting those prebiotics. And that's why I think in the last 10 years, they've started adding prebiotics to the probiotic, because they want it to survive, they want it to thrive, and they want it to do its actual job. Because they were noticing a trend with just the American diet and culture. So it's really helpful. It's not a bad thing, but it's just an added layer of food to make sure that your probiotic lives, survives, gets to your GI tract, and does the work that it needs to be more abundant and feed your already there good bacteria to keep it growing more than the bad bacteria. Does that make sense to everybody?
It does. And I actually have a note here that our greens, we can't claim this, but just keep this in the back of your head. If you have somebody who is really suffering from, a leaky gut, that this will feed, the greens will also feed the probiotic, which will multiply the CFUs. And that's kind of piggybacking off of what you said about getting that prebiotic type, the vitamins from those vegetables and things and greens. So we can, you can, in conjunction with the greens, then you're also feeding it to multiply those CFUs. So that makes complete sense.
Yeah, and Adriana, you are completely right. When you start the probiotics, when you start the greens, you may feel a little like off. Your body might feel maybe more gassy, or just like weird for a few days, maybe a week, but it's just because your body needs to adjust and it may not be used to the amount of like good bacteria that's now building up and fighting, because when they fight, they upset each other. And then once you have kind of like more good than bad, like it settles down the bad and then it just like does its job.
Which is very similar to what our scalps can go through when you start to use our hair products, right? So no different when we are changing our diets and things like that, that our bodies might go through some sort of a transition period. And I like that. It's, you know, it complements one another. So, and I've been saying that for a year and a half now to clients. Well, it's just like if you change your diet and your body kind of transitions and has to get used to that. Now, you know, it's the same thing that happens with your skin and your scalp. So now here's the whole big picture here, you know, coming full circle. So
you may even notice like a difference in your skin. Either you break out a little bit more, you might have glowier skin all of a sudden, because those greens, those added nutrients, the added probiotics, like they're all gonna start working to make your outside look better, but it might have to go through a little bit of a detox first. So don't be surprised if there's some things happening, you know, kind of stick with it. And it's really good that like we're all gonna try it so we can have our own experiences to be like, oh yeah, no, a friend of mine experienced that, just like the hair care, just like the skincare, like we're all in this together and we can experience different things because every body is different. So we're all gonna experience something different. So Betty, I don't know if children can take these. I think last night, Lauren had said
is 18 and over, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think because this isn't FDA approved, they can't like do children is my guess. But
and none of this would be FDA approved anyways, because the FDA does not look at supplements, right? Is that?
I think so.
Not because of our products or anything like that, but just in general, you wouldn't find an FDA approval on any supplements.
My guess though, Betty, is that if you want to take the ingredient list, like print off the greens and show your pediatrician and ask them like, do you feel comfortable with my child taking this? Maybe it'll be a half dose. Maybe, you know, there's a lot of things that your doctor can say like yes to that we can't. So, yeah.
Okay. Did you do the comparison yet?
Oh, I don't know. Did I?
No, you didn't.
Okay, so Arbonne's is a powder form. They do have a prebiotic and a probiotic mixed in there. We found out later on than we should have that we shouldn't have really been putting them in our shakes if they were going in the blender, because it was literally just killing them and they didn't work. So a lot of people didn't get the benefits. They clump in water. They don't taste that good. And they only have 3 billion CFU. Now, I did ask my doctor. I was like, does it make a difference if there's 2 billion more? So we have 5 billion, they have 3 billion. And he said, generally speaking, no. Like, it's not going to make the hugest of difference. But we can say that ours is, you know, so much easier to take, to travel with, to ensure you're getting all of the nutrients because they're not getting stuck in the cup that you have to drink it out of. And we do have, you know, 5 billion. We don't even have to say anything. Like, we can just say ours is easy to take, and we have 5 billion CFU. That means you're getting 5 billion colony forming, like the cells, into your system to help aid in all of that. So, you know, probiotics and prebiotics, everyone has their own way of creating them and the science behind it and everything. So we just have our own. And I like that ours is in a pill form. I really do.
Okay, so just to go over some ingredients, there has been some circulation of questions about.
Hold on 1 second. Kate, the shelf life is 2 years.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The blue #1, the yellow #6, and the red #3, they did come out with a statement about those 3 food colorings because they wanted to make this pretty. Those 3 are FDA approved, those food colorings. And the statement we can send to anybody who wants further information about those. I I think that is all I have on those.
So Tina, for your son, I would bring the probiotic information sheet to his naturopathic doctor and talk to them about maybe doing a trial and like testing it for like a month or something to see, because for me, I asked my naturopathic doctor and he was like, you're on 25 billion right now because of your issues. And I was like, okay, cool. What I might do is ask him, can I take, 5 of these at a time to get the same number and see how I like them and whatever. But that's something that I think you need to just personally talk to your doctor about, especially if you're already taking something or if it's being told to take, not just because you thought I'm going to take a probiotic, but because your doctor actually said like you should be on something, and especially for children as well. Definitely always talk to your doctor and bring the info sheet so they don't have to like not know what you're talking about, because I promise they probably won't. There's so many things on the market. So it's just easier to give them the information. Oh, Trisha, can you repeat the dyes?
Yes, okay. There's blue number 1, yellow number 6, and red number 3. Blue number 1 it's a water soluble. It's like that brilliant blue. Number 6, I think it's a tablet capsule type. And then number 3 is like the cake decorating dye that is used in food. Again, those 3 are FDA approved, but like we said before, these products are not FDA approved, but they wouldn't be FDA approved anyways. So there is a compliance guideline that we have that we need to make sure we are really paying attention to. I'm going to go over that in just a second. Any other questions before we move on?
No.
Okay. And we can send that statement that I was talking about around too. Okay. So when we are marketing these products, I really want to stress to you guys to be authentic. We do not have these products in our hands yet. Maybe some of you are getting them very soon, but it's very important to be authentic and share this journey with people. You are going to be getting these products. You're excited about these products. For me, it's like, I am so nervous about trying a green drink, but I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it live, and I'm going to be authentic about it, and we'll see what happens. And, be yourself and show your following that you're not just out there throwing up slides to make a sale. It's okay to talk about the benefits of these things and what these things can help to provide. And maybe your following might be very intrigued without you have even trying them, and that's totally fine. So just be very aware of how you are promoting it, so to speak. Don't be, jumping on that bandwagon and just promoting it just because. Really stay true to how you would typically promote something you love. And we don't know yet because we haven't tried these. Remember to use the appropriate wording. These products have not been evaluated by the FDA, and these products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. And like I said, be excited and start engaging with people about it. I don't know if many of you saw Lauren P's post the other day, but I thought she did a fantastic job engaging with her following by throwing up some polls and asking about people who are, maybe needing more energy or struggling with bloat or have brittle nails. And she just kind of put up a poll about several different issues that people might be dealing with. And so now she can look back at her polls and see who voted and kind of keep that in the back of her head as she starts to try these products and sees if she loves them and she's willing to stand behind them, and then reach out to them and say to them, hey, I noticed you voted on my poll about, having brittle nails and dull hair. And what about trying our collagen key to really help boost that and promote that healthy, strong nail? I really thought that was great. So if anybody needs help with, maybe how to promote or engage or get your following excited about that, please reach out to somebody on your team to help you with that. We are all in this together, you guys. What that is kind of the beauty about all of this is that we're all learning it at the exact same time. So I'm not an expert. Sarah's not an expert. We are just trying to figure this out so that we can be as confident with these products as we possibly can. So you have all of these tools at your fingertips. And I would encourage each and every one of you to utilize these tools. Watch the videos if they put out videos about this. Watch the product knowledge calls on these wellness products. Go in and read about the products in the back office. If you're concerned about an ingredient, go and research that ingredient. Bring the ingredients to your doctor. Talk about it with, your physicians and things like that, and get confident about it so that when you're put on the spot, because we know that there are a lot of people in this world that are going to try to break us down, right? Oh, you guys are hair gurus, then skin gurus, and now you're all about health and wellness, and they're going to laugh at us. So we want to be ready to come at them being confident in our approach with these products. And so I really would encourage you to do this research and get yourself the information you need so that you don't stumble on your words and you get caught in a situation where you're kind of fumbling and you don't have the confidence to be able to speak to these products. So I'm really excited after doing all my research. I cannot wait to try it, and I hope they taste delicious, and I hope that it just brings about better skin and better hair for me as well. So if there are any other questions or anything like that, we can open it up.
So I saw Colleen put in the chat that the FDA is not authorized to review dietary supplement products for safety and effectiveness. So that's why it's just not something that they can do. So it's not like we're not FDA approved and that's a bad thing. It's like, supplements are just not. That's, which thank you, Colleen, for looking that up. And they were talking about whether or not you can mix in collagen and greens together. And yes, I've seen SEDs like putting it in their shakes, all sorts of stuff. I think it'll be taste, whether or not you like all of the flavors together or not. I don't see why you can't try it. Maybe it'll just be the greens with your shake and then you drink the collagen separately, whatever. But yeah, I think
the only thing I would be careful about is the company put out these products to be used separately. I don't see anything wrong with making a recipe of certain things and things like that, but you don't want to just throw them all together and take them. That's not how it was intended to be used. So just be mindful of that.
I have a feeling too that you'll not want to do the energy mixed with anything. You'll just want to mix it with water. It may just shake up too much to mix correctly. You kind of want to drink that separately for sure. But yeah, I think if you try the greens, if you throw that in with your smoothie or something in the morning, and then collagen you can probably just drink on its own. But yeah, try, see what you want, see what you like. So okay, yeah. So they're just chatting in the chat.
Okay.
Awesome.
Great. Thanks for hopping on, you guys. We hope it was informative, and we hope that you walk away feeling a little more confident about these products. So
this was amazing. Thank you guys.
I didn't find out yet about third-party testing. I'm just gonna look it up and I'll put it in the chats or something once I find it, because I don't know where to look for that yet. So, but Kate wanted us to do a photo. So if you haven't hopped off yet, turn on.
Let me stop sharing the screen. Hold on.
Yeah. And then we can do a photo and just, we don't do enough of them. So.
How do I stop sharing? Oh, here we go.
Okay. So let's see.
Yeah, turn on your cameras, guys. Let's get a big photo.
All right, everybody can take it too. Take it, post it yourself, all that.
Create that FOMO.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Look at all these pretty faces.
Yay.
Hey.
Awesome. Fantastic. Okay, well, I think we're good.